Yeah, you alright everyone? You all good? Good. This week, we're back with a normal 90+1, and much to Luca Zaroli's delight, it's about Gianluigi Buffon. 1. The Italian was born in Italy, but specifically here. 2. His mother was a discus thrower and his father was a weightlifter. 3. He is related to former Inter and Milan goalkeeping legend Lorenzo Buffon. 4. Buffon married Czech model Elena Seradova in 2011, but they separated in 2014. 5. He is now dating Italian TV host and football commentator Ilaria D'Amico. They have a child called Leopoldo Mattia. 6. In total, Buffon has a hat-trick of children. I don't know why I said it like that, to be honest, but he has 3 children. There we go, 3. There they are. 7. One of his sperm that met an egg and grew up is now named Lewis Thomas, named after Buffon's goalkeeping idol Thomas Nkono. 8. Buffon revealed he suffered with bouts of depression during the 2003-04 season, after losing the Champions League final. 9. Buffon has his own wine called Buffon No. 1. I'm pretty sure they should have named it Buffon. Let's get pissed up and have a cry on the floor. 10. After every match he auctions off his captain's armband for charity. 11. He's been Italy's captain for 8 years, only surpassed by Giacinto Facchetti, who held the armband for 11 years. 12. Despite offers from Bologna and Milan, Buffon began his career with Parma at the age of 13. 13. He was initially a midfielder, before being picked to fill in as a keeper due to 2 other youth keepers being injured. He adapted quickly, and within 2 weeks he was promoted as the youth team's number 1 goalkeeper. 14. Buffon was promoted to Parma's first team 3 years later in 1994. He made his Serie A debut at just 17 years and 295 days old, keeping a clean sheet against eventual champions AC Milan. 15. Fellow goalkeeping legend Dino Zoff said he had never seen a debut like Buffon's for the personality and quality that he showed. 16. For his second season in the first team, he was named as Parma's number 1 keeper, and he helped the team finish runners-up to Juventus in Serie A. He conceded just 17 goals in 27 games for the Crusaders. 17. In the 1997-98 season, Buffon earned the nickname Superman after saving a Ronaldo penalty and celebrating with a Superman shirt he was wearing underneath. 18. During his time at Parma, he collected 1 Coppa Italia, 1 Supercoppa Italiana, and 1 UEFA Cup. 19. Buffon's unbelievable consistency earned him a world record move for a goalkeeper in 2001, signing for the old lady for £33 million. 20. Buffon had been in talks with Roma and even Barcelona, but was convinced by his dad that he would win a Scudetto at Juventus. 21. That dream quickly came true as he won Serie A in his first season and only conceded 22 goals in 34 games, the best defence in Italy that year. 22. He reached his first of 3 Champions League finals in 2002-03, before losing on penalties to AC Milan despite saving 2 of them. 23. In 2006, Gianluigi Buffon managed to reach second in the Ballon d'Or, an incredible feat for a goalkeeper. 24. That same year, he and several others were accused of illegal betting on Serie A matches. Buffon cooperated and maintained that he never bet on any Italian matches. He was cleared by the Italian Football Federation in 2007. 25. Buffon is a legend among Juve fans, but it rose even more when he was one of only a few players who didn't leave when Juventus were forcibly relegated to Serie B. He played 37 games as Juventus were promoted back to Serie A at the first time of trying. 26. His longest stint injured was 206 days out with a herniated disc in the 2010-11 season. He returned for the second half of the season but couldn't prevent Juve missing out on any European competition since 1991. 27. In the following season, he had an 82% save percentage, the highest of any goalkeeper playing in Europe's 5 major leagues. 28. He reached his second Champions League final 12 years after his first, losing 3-1 to Barcelona. He was arguably the best keeper during the tournament, making the most saves and keeping the most clean sheets. 29. In October 2016, Buffon became the first goalkeeper ever to win the Golden Foot Award. Wow, I have definitely heard of this trophy before, and I'm definitely not struggling for facts, not at all. 30. In 2016-17, he made 3 world-class saves against Lyon to help record Juventus' first ever away win against a French team in the Champions League. 31. Prior to that match, he had come in for criticism for his performances and some questioned if he should retire. Following his world-class display, Buffon commented, "I love it when they celebrate your funeral, and then you show them that you're still alive." Ooh, feisty one you are. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done that.
It was Yoda.
32. In January 2017, he became the oldest player to be named in the UEFA Team of the Year. 33. That same year, he became the second Italian behind Paolo Maldini to make 100 Champions League appearances for a single club. 34. He also reached the Champions League final again and lost it again for the third time. Soon after that disappointment, he announced he would retire at the end of the 2017-18 season. 35. He said the only chance of him carrying on another year would be if they won the Champions League this season, which looked incredibly unlikely until Tottenham did a Tottenham and bottled it. 36. It's your boy Graham Pole, and he wants to know, do you think fate will finally bring Buffon a Champions League trophy? Or will Juventus lose once again for the 4 millionth time? 37. Buffon made history against Cagliari by saving the first Serie A penalty awarded by VAR. 38. Buffon also made history by being the first goalkeeper to win the Serie A Footballer of the Year award. 39. His current Juventus trophy haul stands at 8 Scudetti, 1 Serie B, 3 Coppa Italias and 5 Supercoppa Italianas. 40. Buffon has represented Italy at all levels from under-16 all the way to the senior side. 41. In the 1993 Under-16 European Championships, he saved 2 and scored 1 penalty in a successful shootout with Spain. 42. His senior debut came at the age of just 19 years and 9 months, becoming the youngest goalkeeper to feature for Italy post-World War II. This was recently beaten by Donnarumma. 43. Buffon became first-choice keeper for Italy in the Euro 2000 qualifying campaign, but lost his place as he broke his hand trying to save a goal from John Carew. John Carew! Say no more. John Carew. Wow, what a fact. I've treated you all to an absolute bloody good one, haven't I? Yep. 44. He returned as first choice, and after 2 disappointing team performances at the 2002 World Cup and Euro 2004, he then went on to concede only 2 goals, none of them from open play, en route to winning the 2006 World Cup. 45. Hi, welcome to this fact. Turns out, not actually a fact, it's actually me. I'm here to commandeer this fact to bring you great news of a new show on 90+1, Your Comments. Go and watch it after you've watched this video. Right, moving on. Buffon, you alright mate? Let's learn more about you. 46. He shares his agent with Nemanja Vidic and with other people who are almost exclusively old. Apart from this bloke, what are you doing in here? Get out. 47. Buffon hasn't always been number 1. Literally. He's been numbers 77, 28, 22 and 12. 48. Buffon is the most capped player for the Azzurri. 49. Those 176 appearances make him the 4th most capped player at international level. 50. He's featured in a whopping 5 different World Cup squads for Italy. 51. His biggest margin of victory was 7-0 against his old club Parma, and also Sassuolo. 52. The most he has ever conceded in a game is 5. 53. He's played alongside Chiellini the most out of anyone. 54. His most frequent opponent is Javier Zanetti. 55. Buffon has beaten Di Natale the most times, with 15 wins in 22 games. 56. His worst record against a player was against Alessandro Nesta. 57. Equally legendary Italian bloke Francesco Totti has scored the most goals against Buffon. 58. He's been sent off 4 times in his entire career. 59. His favourite team to play against is Udinese. 60. Buffon has lost to Lazio the most times, but he's still beaten them way more than he's lost, so who cares? 61. He's conceded 44 goals in 38 games to Inter Milan, his worst defensive record of them all. 62. He's managed to keep 23 clean sheets in 42 games against Lazio, his best defensive record of them all. 63. He's saved an impressive 31 out of 99 penalties in his career. 64. Antonio Conte was probably his best manager, only conceding 81 and keeping 72 clean sheets in 112 games. 65. He actually played alongside Conte at Juventus. They played in 63 games together. 66. As of writing, he has played 1,043 matches across his 23-year-long career. 67. Prior to his 1,000th career appearance, he joked that he might mark it with a Zidane-style headbutt. 68. He retired from international duty after Italy's shock failure to qualify for Russia 2018. He was tearful in his post-match interview, but he wished future keepers Donnarumma and Mattia Perin good luck. 69. However, he left open a chance for a return to the national team, saying if he was 60 and they asked him to play, he would. 70. Turns out he didn't have to be 60, as he was called up in March 2018 and accepted it, playing in a 2-0 loss to Argentina. 71. In 1999, Arsene Wenger tried to sign Buffon for Arsenal. He said no, and joined the long list of players who nearly joined Arsenal. 72. He has the second most appearances in Serie A, only behind Paolo Maldini. 73. He's also second to Del Piero in being Juventus' most appeared player in all competitions. 74. With Iker Casillas and Fabian Barthez, he shares the record of least number of goals conceded in a World Cup by a goalkeeper who has also gone on to win it. 75. In 2015-16, he broke another record by going 974 minutes without conceding a goal in Serie A. 76. It's not surprising to then learn that he has kept the most clean sheets in a single Serie A season with 21. He's done that twice. 77. He's the only goalkeeper to ever be awarded the UEFA Club Footballer of the Year award. 78. He's the fourth player to win the most Serie A titles, winning 8 with the spin-off Notts County. 79. What's in the box? Oh look, it's another record, just what I was hoping for. There we go, you can read that one yourself. 80. When asked what he'd be if he wasn't a footballer, he replied he had no idea because he never doubted that he would end up as a footballer. 81. In 2014, he said after himself and Iker Casillas, he thought Joe Hart and Courtois were potentially the next best keepers. That hasn't aged well, has it? 82. To be a keeper you need skill, coordination, bravery, and also to be a masochist, according to Buffon. 83. Famous ex-footballer and professional call bloke Andrea Pirlo claimed Buffon has no weaknesses whatsoever. 84. As recently as 2017, he still managed to finish 4th in the Ballon d'Or. 85. Buffon has almost never worn long-sleeve shirts, even during the winter. Ugh, cold? Not bothered. I'm a man. 86. He wanted to wear the number 88 for the 2000-2001 season, but caused controversy due to the number's neo-Nazi connotations. Buffon maintained he had no idea and they were meant to symbolise 4 balls. He swiftly changed the number to number 77 instead. 87. In 1999, he once again unintentionally wore a neo-fascist slogan by wearing "Who gives up is a scoundrel" on a t-shirt. He was unaware the phrase was connected to the far right and said he had only seen the term on a school desk. 88. In 2000, Buffon paid a 6.3 million fine after falsifying an accounting diploma in an attempt to enroll for a law degree. 89. He's had multiple sponsorships with companies like Puma, Pepsi, Pro Evo Soccer and PokerStars. 90. In 2010, he essentially bought his hometown club of Carrarese, before selling it 5 years later, and 1 year later, the club declared bankruptcy. 91. In 2012, Buffon was elected Vice President of the Italian Footballers Association, the first time an active footballer had held this position.
Hello, I'm going down Lake Like to go subscribe to 90+1. I think you should too. Ciao.